Okay, hi guys, today is going to be about wrinkles and clothing. So I'm going to do more applicable things on the human body, like specific clothing just on like tops and pants. So what I'm going to be covering is a lot about like a point where there's going to be wrinkles coming from, like usually when it hits the body somewhere, and it's going to be pulled by either gravity or another force, like you're pulling it. So if there's a point, let's say, there's going to be other things pulling it. So it'll come out usually at gravity, so it's going to go down, maybe to the right, like this. So it's going to be like this, and the lines are going to be generally straight. So this is like someone holding a piece of cloth, right? The cloth will go like this, and it'll be pulled. I don't know why it's going that way, but it's just hypothetical. So like this. Okay, so now I have the side view of a woman's torso. Now I'm going to just draw a loose shirt. So here would be like a point where it hits something like the cloth. Because let's say the shirt has a collar like this. And it follows the woman's chest like this. And then it comes, hit down, and it's going to be pulled by gravity now. But if the shirt is really loose, it goes just like straight down. But let's say it's a little bit tighter than that. So kind of go at this angle like this, because it's going to be following the other side and pulling the shirt, so the bottom will become like this, so it can't go all the way. So like this, and it comes down like this. And so for the other side, it just goes down pretty much straight, and it hits this area. So it kind of also then folds back over itself because of gravity, because gravity is going to like change the direction of the cloth. And so once it hits here, it's going to create another kind of wrinkle. See, as something like that. And over here, since this is a curve, maybe you can imagine that as well. But then it's going to do the same thing where it follows the skin and then drops down. So you can just indicate this by like a shadow. So this would be something like the side view of a loose shirt on a woman's torso. And now I can do a version of a tight shirt. So it will be basically the same, except that gravity has less of a part, and it has more to do with the human body shape. So this is where like you really can tell if someone knows how to draw a body or not. So they'll have wrinkles going tucked under the chest, and then maybe some wrinkles here, the belly, and this can pretty much follow this. I kind of add wrinkles wherever I like, or kind of where I would like to see, maybe. Or it just feels natural to me. And maybe somewhere around the collar. It's like basically where cloth tends to bunch up, where it's around the waist area and around the pants area. So you can add like long ones too. Okay, now I have the front side. So like before, it's going to hit the chest and fall down. But from the front view, it's going to look kind of maybe like this, where it has the collar here, and lots of wrinkles around her armpit area, because that's where cloth likes to bunch up, because it's folded. And it kind of pushes away out of the way of her chest, and then comes here, and then falls down again, like this direction, and it folds back over itself. And it probably has some wrinkles on the bottom. And then you can add some like shadows to give more of the impression of it's going inwards or downwards. Hard to explain, it's all 3D. Okay, and now I'm going to go into drawing the tight version. So it followed the body more. So I'm going to go back to the collar. And it'll be a lot more bumpy too, because when it's loose it has a lot of big straight lines, but when it's tight it's going to be like all kind of not as long lines, kind of crinkly lines. So like I said before, it's going to tuck under the breast. Create some wrinkles there. Maybe some across the stomach area and some again on the bottom. So something like this. I'm not the best at wrinkles either. Now I'm probably just going to time skip this because this is essentially the same, but it just has no chest and less curves. So in a sense, guys are easier because the clothes are just less wrinkles and less to worry about. So this is just going to be the loose part of the shirt, and it's going to be pretty similar to what I did for the female. Okay, now I'm going to do sleeves on the arm. This time I'll go back to what I did before and draw blue as loose. I'm sorry about the part with the male. I think I just got caught up in drawing instead. Okay, so this is going to be a loose shirt. So there's going to be lots of long lines again, and stemming from the shoulder or sleeve area, I guess. And then it's going to go like this. It's going to be pulled from this point and towards the arm because we're stretching our arm and pulling it. So here's the end of the shirt. And then it's going to go like, not all the way because it's going to go back to where it's supposed to be on the arm. Now, this kind of falls according to gravity. So, in a sense, when you draw loose clothing, it's going to kind of mask the body, which is why I guess fat people wear loose clothing. So something like that. It's pretty simple to draw like loose clothes. And then with a tight shirt, you're going to have the same kind of like armpit things, but shorter, maybe more, because it's all bunched up. And then probably around the elbow because you bend your elbows frequently, so you tend to have lots of wrinkles clumped up at the elbow, and then clumped up at the wrist too because it kind of goes back and forth over there. So it also sticks to the armpit more, as you can see, but still has the same kind of triangular feeling going. Now with a bent arm, it's going to be similar, where at least with the armpit, it should be pretty much identical. And here with a loose shirt, you should have, looser, very few but big wrinkles. Like so. And with a tight shirt, more but smaller wrinkles, I guess. And they cover a smaller area. Okay, for loose pants, like pajama pants, let's say, we're going to start with the band, and the crotch is really usually kind of low, so I'm going to put it down here, and then draw like wrinkles, because there's a bunch of wrinkles bunched up at our crotch, whether girl or guy. And then we pretty much go kind of straight down, hitting the sides of our hips, and then have some wrinkles also around the knee area. and then it's going to pretty much pile around our feet, depending how long it is. If it's short, I guess it wouldn't do this. And then for tight pants like jeans, the crotch is going to be pretty much high up on her crotches, and also have more wrinkles, and it kind of looks pretty straight on jeans, I think, because of the really thick and crisp nature of the fabric. Also bunches it up around her knees a lot. And also around our feet. I've kind of drawn somewhat skinny pants. Skinny jeans, I mean. Oh. Okay, something like that. Okay, I know I didn't explain that much in this video, just kind of like tips on how to draw clothing, but a lot of times you're going to need something called reference. That means looking at yourself, looking at pictures, and just looking at actual life to see how wrinkles look like. Then you'll see the patterns and the forms that kind of creates, like all the shapes. Like a lot of the shapes I use look like this, or maybe like this, or just kind of like this. You'll see these kind of shapes too when you actually try to draw clothing from real life. So I recommend you to go out and try, like practice. I do too. And then you'll see what I mean a lot more. Okay, well, until next time. Bye-bye.